Welcome students. So today we are going to start from our geometry parallelograms, this chapter. This is not in your periodic test syllabus, but it is in your half yearly syllabus. That's why I am starting it. You no need to focus on that right now. You have to focus on the periodic test syllabus. I hope your periodic test syllabus, I hope your periodic test syllabus is completed. If you are not completed the syllabus, then you should give me a reply in your group that this chapter is not completed. Okay, so I will start that. But as I know that your syllabus is completed for periodic test, you first see the uh, syllabus and let me know in the group that it is completed or not. Now, parallelograms. This is the shape of parallelogram. Okay, this is the definition is given here. A quadrilateral is called a parallelogram if both the pair of opposite sides are parallel. These are the parallel side. Pair of opposite sides are parallel. Okay, that is AB. This AB parallel to AC and AD parallel to BC. So ABCD is a parallelogram. Next, come to geometrical figure rhombus. This is a rhombus. A parallelogram having all sides equal is called a rhombus. All sides are equal. This is a parallelogram and its all sides are equal. So it is a rhombus. Next, rectangle. A parallelogram in which each angle of a right angle is called rectangle. A parallelogram in which each angle is right angle. Each angle, this angle is right angle. In parallelogram, these angles are not right angle, but here, this if the angles are right angles, then the parallelogram is rectangle. Next, square. A parallelogram in which all the sides are equal and each angle measure 90 degree. Okay, then it is called a square. Hope you know that. Next, come to the one important figure, that is a quadrilateral having a trapezium. This is called trapezium. A quadrilateral having exactly one pair of parallel side is called trapezium. Only one pair of parallel side. Here AB parallel to DC only. AB parallel to DC only. This not parallel to this. Only AB parallel to DC. Okay, so it is a trapezium. Next, isosceles trapezium. What is isosceles trapezium? A trapezium whose non-parallel sides are equal is called isosceles. Non-parallel sides are equal means here these are the non-parallel sides. Okay, means DA and CB are non-parallel side, but the measure of DA and CB are not equal here. This is a trapezium, but in that trapezium in which DA and BC are equal, that trapezium is will form to isosceles trapezium. Okay. Next, come to another figure, kite. This is a kite. This is a kite. This has pair of equal side, equal adjacent side. Okay, a quadrilateral which has two pair of equal adjacent side, and adjacent pair of means this side is equal to this and these are adjacent side. Okay, and this side is equal to this. These are adjacent side. So this is called kite. Okay. Next, there are some properties of parallelogram. You have to remember that because you have to solve the question from here. So you have to remember that this is a property. The opposite sides are equal. Okay, the opposite angles are equal in a parallelogram, and the diagonals bisect each other. So here the proof is given. I suggest you that go through the proof from your book. Now, if you are unable to understand the proof from the book, let me know in the group that this proof I am not understanding. I will definitely help you to understand that. But if you are read it carefully, I definitely say that you should definitely understand the proof, because the proof is very good, means very descriptively given in your SRL book. That's why I have chosen this book. Next, this is the proof of the next. This you have to remember. The converse of the above result Converse, what do you mean by converse? Converse means if this happen, diagonal bisect each other. Okay, in a parallel here in the previous theorem, previous statement, diagonals bisect each other. What is the statement? If we prove that in a parallelogram, means parallelogram is given, then we have to prove that diagonals bisect each other. Now here the converse is, if a quadrilateral, its opposite sides are equal. Okay, means if the opposite sides are equal of a quadrilateral, then it will be a parallelogram. This is the converse. Okay, in a quadrilateral, the parallelogram is a parallelogram if opposite angles are equal. Means this happened, then it is a parallelogram. In the previous, parallelogram is given, we have to prove this happen, angles are equal, and here angles are equal is given, and we have to prove that it is a parallelogram. Similarly, if a quadrilateral parallelogram, its diagonal bisect each other. Okay, so these are the converse of the given previous result. Now here a remark given: a rectangle, a square, and a rhombus are special type of parallelogram. All are the parallelogram. Remember that. So all the properties of parallelogram are satisfied by each other of them. Okay. Next, diagonal property of rectangle. This is a diagonal property. The diagonals of a rectangle are equal and bisect each other. You have to remember that. Here is proof is given. Now proof is not needed right now, but you have to remember the result. This line you have to remember carefully. Next one, another property. The property is proof that the diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other at right angle. This you have to remember very carefully. Diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other at right angle. Actually, in class 7, you have in mensuration you have already done this property. Okay, diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other at right angle. Okay, you have to remember that we have already done this in mensuration. By taking mensuration, we have applying Pythagoras theorem, and we have to find the measure of the side of the rhombus. Okay, now here the proof is given. Next, diagonal property of square. Prove that the diagonals of a square are equal and bisect each other at right angle. Diagonal of a square, for diagonal it is also same. Okay, here is proof is given. Next, one note: if the diagonals of a quadrilateral are equal, then it is not necessarily a rectangle. If the diagonals are equal, then it is not that means that the quadrilateral is a rectangle. Okay, because in this figure that we can see that the diagonals are equal, but it is not a rectangle. Okay. Next, if the diagonals of a quadrilateral intersect each other at right angle, then it is not necessarily a rhombus. Okay, so this is a figure. In this figure, the diagonals are bisect each other at right angle. This form a right angle, but it is not a rhombus. Okay, so these things you have to remember carefully. Now here is summary is given. This summary you have to remember for solving the maths of this chapter, and various types of solved examples is also given. I am suggesting you to go through the solved examples from your other book. If you have not any book, I will provide you from my book page. No tension with that. So that's it for today. Now I am trying to providing you some solution with the exercise. Okay, till then keep watching and first see my video when your class will be start. Okay, thank you.